this morning, we seen something that pretty much bothered us this morning.
Right. It's very disturbing because it leads to a bigger issue, and the bigger issue here is, and this isn't slander.
No.
This isn't us trying to be funny.
No.
This is us talking to Funkmaster Flex.
Real talk.
All right, so I was looking at Gossip, and there's a story on there. It says, put on blast, Funkmaster Flex unleashes angry tirade against the Breakfast Club. Is he just mad his wife won't let him hit no more? Now, what does that mean? Well, there's a restraining order inside of the story. And there's a whole thing about how he previously did abuse another radio personality, Steph Lover, who did formerly work at Power 105.
Yeah.
And then apparently he's been abusing his wife.
Wow.
And she did have to take out a restraining order against him.
Now, your wife, the mother of your kids, has an order of protection against you. And this isn't the first time he's been arrested for hitting a woman. He got arrested for hitting Steph Lover, as Angela just said, back in 2003. He got arrested last year for beating a woman. That woman turned out to be his wife.
Wow.
So you're a habitual woman beater. Emphasis on bitch.
Yeah.
As I said, he always only goes at women, but to go so far as to put your hands on women, Doug?
Now, see, you guys didn't hear the 911 calls. And I got a chance to hear the 911 calls made from his house, and they really hurt my heart just to hear the fear. And I'm sure the 911 calls will be released if I have them, and I've never felt this way in my life to hear this.
You know how many times he must have beat up his wife in order for her to have to file an order of protection? I mean, a man's job in the household is to protect and provide.
Right.
If your wife has to get an order of protection on you, you have failed as a father and husband.
Right.
All right, domestic violence is a very serious issue, though. Not only does it affect the woman, but it also affects your children.
What does it do to the child? What does it do to the child that witnessed this?
Now, they said 75% of boys who are present when their mothers are beaten were later identified as having behavioral problems. And they said children from homes with domestic violence are 5 to 7 times more likely to experience significant psychological problems.
Right.
And
lower IQ scores and everything, depression.
Damn.
The order of protection is online right now. It's his wife, Monica Taylor, against Funkmaster Flex, Aston Taylor, 45-year-old Funkmaster Flex. You know, it's on Gossip right now. I'm actually going to tweet it out because I actually want people to see this. This guy has a problem. He's an habitual offender.
But we're not going back and forth anymore. Like, for real, as a community, he needs help. He needs somebody to stand there and help him. Like, this comes from something else, something deeper, rooted from some other place. I don't know, maybe as a child he was molested, maybe he was hurt, maybe he had problems with females growing up, maybe his dad did it to his mom. I don't know what it is, but this is coming from someplace else.
All that ranting and raving, now we understand why he's so angry. We get it now.
But domestic violence is a very serious issue. It is the leading cause of injury to women, more than car accidents, muggings, and rapes combined. So it is a very serious matter, and I do want to say, Envy and Charlamagne, if anything, you guys might be jerks sometimes, but at least I feel comfortable knowing that neither one of you have ever had any type of situation where you put your hands on a woman.
Never would I put my hands on a woman.
Because I would feel very uncomfortable.
Especially never in front of my kids. I would never do anything to make my kids look down on their mom or look down on their father. Like you said earlier, Charlamagne, a husband, a father,
for his problem with putting hands on women.
Call us up, 800-585-1051.
Maybe you have some advice and you've been in a similar situation.
Yeah, maybe a woman out there that's been hit, that's been beat, and you've seen this before, and you know that he needs help. Or maybe your friend might have been hurt or killed or injured by somebody beating him, and you know what this is about. Call us up right now, man. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.85-1051. Now, we're seeing something this morning on Gossip.com. What do we see, Yee?
It was a story about Funkmaster Flex and the restraining order that his wife has out against him.
An order of protection.
An order of protection. And it did trigger some things because a lot of women have had to deal with domestic violence in their home from their husband, you know, and especially in front of the children, I think is the worst.
Flex has been arrested twice for beating up women. He got arrested once for beating up Steph Lover. Got arrested last year for beating up his wife. His wife got an order of protection. How many times has he beat up a woman and got away with it?
800-585-1051. We're opening up the phone lines right now. Does he have a problem? And if he does have a problem, how do we fix that problem? How do we help him? It's going a little too far now. 585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Come on, here's Levels. Calls 800-585-1051. Now, we seen something this morning.
Never mind this song right now.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
But this is talking about beating vagina up, not women, Flex.
Okay.
800-585-1051. We seen something on Gossip.com this morning. Now, Angela, you report right fast what we seen.
There's a story about Flex, and I guess his wife has an order of protection against him for abuse. I guess he was beating her.
He got arrested last year for domestic
got arrested,
violence.
yes. And it did bring up a bigger question. Sometimes things like this really trigger other things, and it is more about domestic violence, which is something that a lot of women have had to deal with.
This is the second time he's been arrested for domestic violence. Remember Steph Lover back in 2003? So you got to think, if you've been arrested twice for beating a woman, how many times have you done it and gotten away with it?
Right. Now, the restraining order and everything is on bossip.com. You can check it out. But right now, we're opening up the phone lines, 800-585-1051. Juanita, does he have a problem?
I would say so. Definitely putting your hands on a woman. I mean...
Has anybody ever put their hands on you?
I've been in that situation before. Younger, in love, stupid and blind to the fact. But, that's not cool. You don't get no brownie points for that.
But that's young. He's at an age of 46. Like, when does it stop?
Yeah, when does it stop? This is this last year. You was 44 years old, still beating up your wife, dog?
Yeah, really. And, it's for him to come at you like that, Charlamagne, it's like, you could come at a dude like that, but you're not going to put your hands on no dude, but you put your hands on a woman.
And try to
that really makes you look real soft in the middle.
Listen, when I was in court, right, and I had to go to court to get a restraining order, there was one woman in court, and it was really sad. She actually was living in a shelter. She had to take her kids and flee.
Damn.
And she had nowhere to go. She didn't have a job. She had to leave her husband and just get out right away. And it was a really sad situation.
Thank you, Mama. Laura, good morning.
Listen, this is something that sometimes can be cultural, and I mean, I remember as early as I was 6 years old calling the cops on my dad, seeing my mother bloody.
Terrible.
And it hurt. And only to know that I grew up to feel the same thing and have a restraining order. And you know what? A piece of paper, that's all it is. Because until the man realizes that it's an issue, until he realizes it, it never makes anything. And I decided to say to myself, I can't put my daughter through everything I have because it's just an ongoing thing.
How did that affect you as a child, you seeing that?
Oh, I mean, I was violent in school. I was always hitting because I always thought that was the solution because that's what I saw until I went into a school that kind of realized, wait a minute, there's a little bit of a problem. And I got therapy and it worked, but then I grew up and I was angry. Right. I had a lot of issues with men in relationships, and I finally decided to settle down with someone for 9 years that he wasn't physically abusive, but very mental and controlling. And then finally, when I just had enough and I couldn't do it, it got to the point where he wanted to get physical, and that's where the restraining order came in. But you know what's crazy? A paper will not hold crazy. If he's going to do what he wants to do, I've had plenty of times I've had to call the cops. I show them the paper, and it's just like,
Wow. Thank you for your call. How old are you, Mama?
I'm 35.
And you said you have a child. How old's your child?
She's 4.
4? Okay. Well, do you like Wiz Khalifa, Mama?
Yes, I do, honey.
Do you want a pair of tickets to see Wiz Khalifa? I'm just happy that you were able to share your story, and I'm
glad that you're overcoming all of this and everything.
For all women out there, it's not your fault. You can't change nobody. You can't help nobody that doesn't want help. And it's not going to change. If anything, it gets worse. You need to do something and get out while you can.
Thank you very much, Mama. Hold on. We got these tickets for you, okay?
And women just get embarrassed, too. Like, you feel like it's embarrassing.
Now, listen, I want to say one last thing real quick.
What happened?
I want to tell Funkmaster Flex, Ashton Taylor, when you get on the radio tonight, you can rant, rave, talk about my pops tasing people, talk about me getting robbed, which never happened, talk about Envy getting robbed, which did happen.
Well, I did get robbed.
But Envy talks about it.
I talk about it all the time. On my dad being a police officer, I talk about that as well.
But how about do something you've never done before, which is open that microphone and address the real issue, which is you being a woman beater. You beating a woman is much worse than being a snitch or getting robbed or my pops tasing people. Mr. C likes transsexuals and you beat women. Don't none of y'all over there like girls.
Well, Angela Yee. No, this is serious.
Right.
Now, Angela Yee, where can somebody get help? Maybe he wants to
Well,
get
there's
help.
a lot of places you can get help, but the National Domestic Violence Hotline, you can go to thehotline.org, and you can do that if you want to help a friend, if you feel like you're being abused, anything, you can definitely go there and get more information.
Okay, Room is up next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast